Right, welcome back to my little series, Hands Up, Who Loves a Train Set? Me! So today I'm going to be looking at my Bachmann Highballer N-scale electric train set. Now, I bought this off of eBay and I can't remember how much I bid on it, but I was the only bidder and it went for the starting price of £35. And I thought, well, that seems like an absolute bargain. You can see it comes with a circle of track, which is the Bachmann Easy Track. It's a track that isn't quite as easy, I find, as the name would suggest. So if any of you have used either the Kato Unitrack or the Tomix Super Track, or whatever it's called, they're much easier. They just clip together more or less without you having to look at them. This one, you've got to be careful that the fish plates are actually correctly lined up, and it can be a bit of a fiddle. So I wouldn't actually be able to recommend this type of track for younger children. I would suggest if you'd be better off with the Kato Unitrack if it's for younger kids. I actually bought some extra straights, so when I set it up I might put the extra straights in just so that it gives a better run for the train. I thought I'd be able to get this one out and play with it on the bench from time to time. So it's not a bad set, and I am going to be building a US themed layout inspired by the work of Lance Mindheim for shunting, but I'm not actually going to be using this set in it. I've actually got some Athern locos in N and wagons, and the quality is absolutely fantastic on those, and they also have the KD couplings on them. So this is more of a kind of a low end set, but what we'll do is we'll set it up and get the train on the track. So before we set it up, just to show you what it looks like in the box, you've got this Bachmann controller. There is I think is that a US or a European plug on the adapter, so I got one of these that I'm going to use. And the track is actually underneath on the underside of the box, taped in. So without further ado, let's get the train on the track. Right, so we're on the track. I've set it up the same as in the picture on the box. Let me just so this Bachmann controller is a fairly standard one. It's actually quite nice. It's got a rubbery base so it doesn't slip around. It's got one of these pieces of track which looks like a sort of, could be a level crossing, but actually you can't really have it as one because this is where the power plug's in. As I said, I've added 4 straight pieces to make an oval. Now, I did look at the retail price of this set, and I did think for what they were asking for this kind of set, they always come with just a circle of track. It's a bit mean not to give you any straights, but these are actually not that expensive, so I just ordered a pack of 8 of them, I think it was. So yeah, it's so we started running off, and there are a number of issues with this set. I do like it, I think it is lovely, but I'll just start her off so you can see that second the first wagon, the yellow one, it's actually a really nice looking wagon, but it needs some weight adding to it, I think, because you'll see how much it wobbles. It's quite tall, and it sort of wants to tip over, but it's, you know, they're nice looking wagons, and you can see it wobbles a hell of a lot. The train has got front headlight. I'm just going to give it a bit of speed. When I set the track up, I had to re-clip a few places where the fish plates hadn't lined up properly. and it's not really laying that flat. You can see, considering it's a track with a preformed roadbed, and it's nowhere near the quality of the Kato or the Tomix track of this type. So I can't recommend this. I've not tried the Easy Track in the HO scale. That may be better, but I do know that it won't be as good as the PIKO track, which is superb, as is in my other OO and HO train set videos. So we'll just see if it will stay on at that full tilt. No, it doesn't stay on. It's that, as you can see, it's that tall, heavy wagon. So, you know, I'm happy with this for what I paid second hand, but I think it would be at least another £100 and something to get this new. I think this is mainly for the American market, but yeah, I'd be disappointed if I'd have paid that price for it. So I don't know, second hand, yeah, it's a fun little set. Bit mean not to give you any straights, and you can see there's problems there. That wagon's been wanting to go over, and as soon as you speed up, it's off. I think it could be fixed, but I don't know how easy it would be to add weight to it, because I don't think you'd have to kind of dismantle it and put something inside it. So it's kind of, you know, it's a bit of a nuisance, because if you think most people would have this out of the box in there'd be no straights, just a circle, and that yellow wagon is just performs very poorly in my opinion, as you can see. However, you know, it's quite a nice little set. This loco will actually, let's see if it will go. You can see there it does run pretty slowly. So, you know, maybe, I mean, a lot of time with train sets, they like to run it at high speed, but it you know, it does run very well at a low speed. So I give it, you know, I'll give it that. That is pretty good. Anyway, I'll stop it there. And what else was I going to say about this? Yeah, I mean, I kind of like it, but it's just, there's just a couple of issues with it. It doesn't quite work that well. It's very possible that they don't do this exact set anymore, and some of the other sets are a bit better. But this is, I mean, this is for the US market, and I've got a lot of stuff that comes under the Bachmann company, and that includes things like the Lilliput HOE range, and they are really superb quality. And this, and obviously the Bachmann branch line, which is the UK stuff, and they've got a couple of other brands as well that they have stuff, and this is the lowest quality. But yeah, it's, I don't know what to say really. It's kind of nice, but I don't think I would have paid anything like, I think 35 quid is pretty much all it's worth, to be quite honest, second hand, and I probably would have been disappointed new. But there you go, I still like it. So that's that one. Okay, we'll give it one go going the opposite direction, just so you can see that it does run. I mean, it does run nice. We'll just turn it right down. But you can see, I don't know if you can see, but that yellow wagon is a terrible wagon, and I'd be inclined not to run it with that. But it does look nice. It's just, as you can see, it's too tall and too light, and I think it has got four-wheel bogies at each end, so it does go round these curves, but and these are the curves that came with the set. It's not like I'm trying to put it round a too small a radius. So we'll have one more go at a higher speed and see if it stays on. I'm actually not going to go any faster than that because it will come off. Anyway, I don't want to make this video too long, so we'll end it there. Thanks for watching. Next episode is going to be a Japanese Tomics N-gauge set, and it's actually quite interesting because it's not a loop set, it's a shunting set. So I'll be doing that one. Look out for that one. Alright, cheers everyone.